This video is targeted to only two categories of people. The first category being students preparing for upcoming UTME examination, while the second category are students who, despite after strenuous studies, still don't make it up to good grades in their examination. Good day, guys. If you're new here, this makes Eli. I do educative content concerning UTM examination and other aspects of academics. But for the basis of today's content, I'll be focused on the JAMB, how to score high in the JAMB examination. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive in. Okay, so I'll be giving us five solid tips which I used during my preparation that really helped. I want you to stick to this video, watch to the end because I'll show you my score at the end of this video. Going with the first tip, having a study habit.
One thing I know about academic success is that it doesn't come by reading, it comes by a reading habit.
What's a study habit? A study habit is one creating a schedule for himself or herself and following that schedule to study. Let's take, for example, your JAMB subject combination, maths, English, physics, and any other subject, let's say chemistry. Okay, so the student who have a study habit will have specific time in which he or she had to get to study. For example, let's say you fix for a particular day, mathematics, 6 o'clock p.m. 6 o'clock p.m. You study mathematics, let's say for 4 hours, you end by 10 o'clock p.m. 10 o'clock p.m. The next day you fix another subject for that same time. So now that's a study habit. Study habit helps you to cover up a lot. It's more good or more advisable to have a study habit and stick to your study schedule than saying studying for 12 hours and you're not consistent about it. Hope you understood. There's one thing studying long, but there's another thing having a study habit. Some people that boast of studying 12 hours and they're not actually consistent with it. Understand? They might just do it for 2 days, 2 days or 3 days. Of course, it will wear you out. It will wear you out. There's also called mental or brain fatigue. When fatigue sets in, you can no longer understand what you are reading. So it's advisable to read for a very concise period of time, not just to read for time which you will not gain, because it always states that the time spent doesn't equal knowledge gain. So now you might ask, how can I develop this study habit? Okay, to develop this study habit, I'll give us two tips which we can use to develop the study habit. The first one is discipline. Having a study habit can be very distressing or very stressful, but discipline suppresses it. Okay, what I mean by that is that you it will be hard for a student to just sit down when you have a phone. You're supposed to be playing game or supposed to hang around, or let's say see a friend or see a movie. You get, like, it actually takes discipline for you to sit down and study. So the first tip is disciplining yourself. The second tip is staying around friends who have it or people who have it. Like a proverb says, iron sharpeneth iron, and so as a neighbor sharpens another. So now, if you stay around people or friends who have this study habit, you see that from time to time it will start becoming part of you. So let's move to the second tip, which is studying with the right materials. There's one thing to study and there's another to study with right materials. Studying with right materials give you an edge in your preparation and would also significantly increase your score. Let's see what are these right materials before I proceed. Right materials include the the table, the updated shared timetable or the updated syllabus. Yes, the updated syllabus for your individual subjects. The updated syllabus for your individual subject. Then the next one is the right textbooks. The right textbooks. Okay, for JAMB examination, I'll give us recommendations, write recommendations for some textbooks. For English, use of English, I'll prefer you use Invisible Teacher. That's a very good English textbook. While for physics, you use New School Physics or Senior Secondary Physics by PN Okeke. For chemistry, either you use New School Chemistry by Osea Babio or you can use Essential or Macmillan Chemistry. Then for your mathematics, you can make use of New General Mathematics, and for biology, you use Modern Biology. Modern Biology. Okay, so that's for that. So concerning studying right is very important. You cannot just be studying anyhow. It gives you a base on where to start, on where to stand. For example, now the syllabus. It's not everything that is actually inside the textbook that is needed for the examination. You understand? So the table, the schedule, the syllabus rather. So the syllabus gives you a base on where to stand on and where to actually look at while studying, and it also contains objective of what which things you need to know concerning that topic. We've already said a lot concerning this second tip. Let's move forward to the third tip, which is having a tutor. Okay, having a tutor. A tutor is someone who has already attained what you want to achieve and is willing to guide you through achieving it. Okay, so during my own preparation, I barely had to understand some things, let's say few things, but a tutor can help you break those things down. Break those things down. What actually make us feel is that when we see things that are hard, we skip them. It's not very advisable to do that. Instead of you skipping them, get a tutor who will help you understand these things. So moving to the fourth one, practicing healthy habits. Practicing healthy habits. So these healthy habits includes sleeping well, eating well and right. There's one thing eating well, and there's another eating right, and rational use of social media. I must talk about this again. Rational use of social media. So I'm not putting a limitation to the use of social media, but it should be rational. You should spend your time more on YouTube where you can get educational videos. For example, you took a topic. Let's this now still brings us back to the fourth tip, having a tutor. So you study a particular topic, let's say in physics, motion, and you don't actually understand centripetal acceleration. They say centripetal acceleration is the acceleration of a body directed towards the center of a circular path. Okay, but the definition isn't actually occurring to you and you don't actually understand this definition. So what you do is that you go to YouTube instead of using that time to scroll on Facebook or TikTok or whatever. I'm not saying you should not, but you should have time for that. You should use it rationally, rational use of social media. So now the fourth tip, which is the most important of them all, prayer. During your preparation, make sure not to ignore prayer. Pray as if your life depends on it. and read as if everything depends on you. Understand? Pray as if your life depends on God, and read as if everything depends on you. If you watch this far, make sure to keep a like and a comment of what next I should do, what next video I should do. I'll be unboxing my score at the next time. Make sure to check it out and subscribe to this channel. Thanks.